Good. How are you? Quite well. Good.
See if it'll fit all the way over here.
There's one right there too. Oh, actually, here. Crystal, can I move yours down just a little bit?
Oh yeah, I
There
got
we
so
go.
sad for a second. I was like,
Now script yourself when you get up, Scott.
yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna go check one thing and then we'll get started.
Capital H and an exclamation.
Gary would be proud for you. and over again, where do you think you might get a notification saying you should probably reach out to that person? Kelly. You get a notification from Kelly saying, hey, they've been looking at this listing 7 times today, and they've emailed it to 4 different people. You should probably reach out to them about this home. Any questions about this?
Scott, I have a question.
Yeah.
Once you set up the smart plans for the contact, you can go in and change the neighborhoods. You don't have to go back in and do anything with the smart plan.
No.
Is there any way
Every time you update the neighborhoods, that next time that it sends the smart plan out, it's going to automatically give them a new link. And immediately from that point, this link is static. So the link is never going to change. So every time that they click that link, whenever you've added a new neighborhood to it, that's automatically going to pop up. So they can go to the same link every single time over and over and over again. So a great thing that you might want to consider doing when you start working with somebody is create this for them, get them set up on that on a neighborhood smart plan or a neighborhood search. And when you're having that conversation, say, hey, go ahead and bookmark this link, because every time we update something or anytime you wanted to look at homes, you just go to that link the same time every time, and it's going to show you all of the different things that I've updated for you, and you're never going to have to go anywhere else. Make sense?
Yeah. Then my next question was, is there any way to default the smart plan so that anytime you add contacts, it's an automatic that they get smart plan? Or do you have to go into each?
You're going to go into each one. Yeah, and here's the reason why. Because they realized in Netflix has something special. Would you agree? Because if I were to go on my Netflix and then I was to go onto yours, would we have the same stuff? No, it'd be completely different. If I go onto mine and then I go onto my kids, it's completely different stuff as well. So what we've attempted to do in real estate is create the same kind of experience. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work on the front end to put that person in and get them assigned to the things that they're interested in. And in the long run, do you think it's going to be more beneficial because we've created a custom tailored experience just for them? Yeah, exactly. People are more interested in the things that are important to them, not necessarily the things that are important to the other people in your database. Now, could some of those things overlap? They could. The reality is that it'll probably be a minority of people that are going to have the exact same interests. Crystal.
2 questions.
Yeah.
But I tried to share. So let's say we share the neighborhood landing page and they love it and they want to share it on Facebook. Is there a way that it populates as embedded instead of the link, and does it go back to you if somebody else clicks on it from their link?
It is going to come back in this timeline right here and show you that other people have looked on it.
Does it show you their, so let's say Scott Tolar shared Crystal's neighborhood link and Kim clicks on it. Will it show me in that feed that
Kim clicked on it?
Also clicked on it?
No, because you don't have Kim's information in your database unless you do. So the best way to do that, though, would be to go ahead and create through Sketchhouse a separate landing page, because you can create landing pages for neighborhoods that can be shared through social media. And then when they do that, it's got a thing at the bottom that allows them to submit their information, and that's going to add them to your database as a lead. And then you can create that exact same smart plan for them, or the exact same neighborhood snap for them right off the bat. But it's not gonna, I wish it would, because that'd be freaking awesome. We're not there yet, though.
My second question is, since these are, because I was looking at mine, and it also filters somehow new construction, which is awesome, like builder units that are not listed, I know for a fact.
Yeah.
Does it show like the status of these in real time? If they are in fact connected to the MLS? It
should be doing it in real time, because it's coming through it's coming through Smarter Agent, which has a connection with every major MLS in the country.
Okay.
So if you look at these ones right here, one of them says pending taking backups, one of them says active, one of them says pending. This one says active, this one says pending, this one says active.
I just wondered if it does it in real time, like our app does. So that if the answer is yes, that's awesome, because I would hate for them to be
Yeah, it should be doing it in real time. Yeah.
Do you know if you can delete a contact or do you have to archive? I can't find a delete.
So you archive them first, and that puts them into a different place in your database, and then from there you can go into your settings and delete all of the archived ones, or you could just delete a couple of the archived ones if you want to.
Okay.
Any other questions so far? All right, so now we've done the easy part so far. We've gotten them into the database. We've connected them with neighborhoods that they're interested in. We've connected their social media profile, if you have it, and then we can keep going from there. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go down to this thing that says opportunities. It looks like two hands shaking like this. So go ahead and click that. It's right here on the left side of the screen.
Okay.
Looks like two hands that are shaking. And then when you get it, you're going to have this screen that comes up. Everyone there? Nope, still loading. If it takes a second to load, hit refresh. Lauren reached out to our internet people. It's not command, it's the internet. So,
Scott,
yeah.
is it only tracking current or active opportunities? Well, with our history.
It's going to track active opportunities that you start putting in from this point forward.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to track anything in the past because that wasn't part of the system. And if you went and put all of the things you've already done on there, it's going to skew the data. The whole point of this is to really kind of track you over yourself, or you over your team, or you over your market center, so that you're comparing yourself to yourself. Everyone here? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the top right where it says Create Opportunity. And I want you to go ahead and click it. And then
I'm waiting for mine to load. Go down farther. There you go.
there you go.
I'm an idiot.
No, you're not.
Scott,
Yes, Pat.
see if he's got too much stuff open that he can't.
Let me see it.
He can't. Well, it keeps.
I had to close a bunch of my tabs because I had way too many open.
You know what? You're using Mozilla Firefox. I'm going to switch you over to Chrome. Log into that and see if it fixes it. Try that. All right, so we're all here? Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to choose this is going to be your first listing that you put in there. So right here, choose listing for opportunity type. And then client, you're going to search for yourself. There we go, Scott Tolar. And then once you've done that, it's going to ask you what you want to name the opportunity. So it's going to automatically create the last name and dash listing. It's pretty easy to go ahead and just leave it the way that it was. Y'all have that done?
Mine's not loading.
Let me take a look at yours. Can I see your laptop real quick? Oh, I just needed to grab it.
God.
You're welcome. All right, so then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to put nothing. It's just gonna be a create opportunity right now. The commission rate we're going for on this, 3%. The opportunity phase, we're gonna say that it's cultivate right now, okay? And I've told you that I think under estimated listing price, I think my house is worth $300,000, okay? So you'll put in under estimated listing price, $300,000. And then over here on the bottom right, where it says opportunity stage, when you click that, it's going to give you 3 different choices: watch, nurture, and hot. This definition is completely up to how you want to see it. I would say for me, watch just means that you and I met at a baseball game and you said, you know, I think maybe in the next 6 months or something, I might consider selling my house. I'm not really sure. I'm not fully committed to it. Thinking about it and wondering what the market's like, okay? That's probably a watch. A nurture would be, hey, you know, Amy, you and I had a great conversation the other day, and you've told me that 6 months from now you're definitely moving. So my goal would be to, you know, make sure that I stay in contact with you and we have good conversations so that I maintain and really nurture that relationship the whole time. And then if it's hot, you know, we were in line at the grocery store, you saw that I was wearing a name tag and you said, oh my gosh, I have got to get out of here. We just got, we're going to be relocated to Knoxville, Tennessee, and we've got to sell our house in the next 3 months. So that's going to be somebody who you're going to want to have conversations with pretty darn quickly, right? So that would be hot. So for the sake of this, we're going to say that Scott is a hot lead, and then you're going to go and click that button down there where it says Create Opportunity. Then it's going to come up with this. I don't want you to do anything on this screen yet. I want you to go back to those 2 hands shaking. I want you to click that. Now, once you've done that, you're going to see under Cultivate, for volume, it says something. Can anyone tell me what the volume on yours says? 510,000? Is that what you put in there, or you've already been, so you've been using Command for other people? Okay, good. All right, did anyone else put 300,000? Okay, does it say 300,000 under Cultivate? Awesome. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on that little flower pot thing right there, and it's going to take us to that person. So right there under hot or nurture or watch, whatever you determine that person is, it's going to show over there on the right side of the screen. It's going to show that the approximate value of that person as far as commission is $9,000 because we're going off a 3% listing, right? So then what we can do is we can literally just grab that from right there and move it over here to, you know, Scott and I had a great appointment and we're ready to make something happen. So when you get onto it, you're going to drag it over to the far right side of that, or far left side of that box. Make sure it highlights. If it doesn't highlight, it's not going to drop in there. And then once you do that, you drop it into appointment, and now you've moved to the next stage. So when you click on appointment now, you'll see that Scott and I have now had an appointment. I've had an appointment with myself. It went great.
Very cooperative.
Yes, very. He knew exactly what I was there for, to get the listing. All right, so then I want you to go back to the 2 hands that are shaking once you've completed that step. Yours didn't move? Make sure you pull it over to where it's highlighted. I'll come and take a look at it with you.
I put it down here first.
I ended up scheduling, it was over there.
Yours is in the right spot. You went to appointment.
Oh.
Yours disappeared. Click on appointment to make sure it didn't go there.
Oh, there.
You did. There you go.
Yeah, I can do that, but none of them actually highlight.
Yeah, mine doesn't highlight.
And when I dropped it, it went into active instead of. Okay, where'd it go now?
You're over there under. You dropped yourself in a negotiation somehow.
Okay.
Here, let me try it.
Yep.
Mine's not doing it either.
Let's take a look.
Is it possible that maybe we put it in the wrong stage or something?
No. Let me see.
Go ahead, you try it. Yeah, it's not this one.
Is there a way to manually do it without drag and drop?
Yeah, you can do it. You can click the 3 dots right there. Click View Details. If for any reason you can't drag and drop, it's okay. There's another way to do it. You can click the little 3 dots up next to it, and then change the status through that. All right, so go back to this screen right here once you've accomplished that, and you're going to see that in Cultivate, it's going to say a number 1 less than whatever it was before. So for me, that would be 0 because I have no 1 in Cultivate now. And then for appointment, it's going to say volume. And then I want you to look at where it says potential income over there. It's going to give you what your potential income for commissions is. And then underneath that, it's going to say probable income. And you'll see that it says what for you if you put in $300,000 and that's the only person in there? $900. So the way to think about this is this way. It's going to automatically figure at 10% for you right now based upon the different steps. However, over time, it's going to adjust to what it actually is for you. So the example that Gary Keller and Josh Team gave us was this. How many of you believe that McDonald's has no idea what the different processes and steps are for making a cheeseburger? The reality is they know exactly what every single step of the way costs. And here's the example that we'll use. So think about it like this. The meat patty comes off the conveyor belt. It's frozen. It's worth 3 cents. That meat patty is thrown into a box full of other meat patties. Now it's worth 15 cents. That box gets put on the truck. The truck starts driving to McDonald's. It's worth 25 cents. The truck makes it to McDonald's. They take that package of meat patties off of the truck. They put it in the refrigerator at the McDonald's store. Now you're up to 50 cents. Then they take that meat patty, they put it on the grill, they cook it or microwave it, whatever they do at McDonald's these days. And once it's cooked, it's now worth 75 cents. They add the pickles, they add the onions, they add the ketchup, they add the mustard, they add the bun. They wrap it all up. Now it's worth 95 cents. From the time that it goes from that little thing, they slide everything down onto the tray and you swipe your credit card, now it's realized $1. Only at the point in time in which you have completely consumed that cheeseburger, crumpled up that wrapper and thrown it in the trash, has it realized its full value of $1.08. That's what we want you to start looking at your business like. So we say that it's a 90-day business, right? Well, what if it isn't for you? What if it's a 70-day business for you? What if it's a 120-day business for you? Is it important to know that? Yeah, absolutely. So think about it like this. If you, because you can look down at the bottom of your screen here, and each year over year, you're going to see your own data over your own data. Maybe in July, obviously that's not going to happen for me because I've been playing with this for a while now. We've been putting a bunch of fake people in here. Maybe in July, you see it fall off. And you know that on average, you have a 70-day business. When would you need to start lead generating? 70 days before July, right? Well, what if you have a 120-day business? You need to start lead generating 120 days before July to make sure that you have things in the pipeline that are actually happening. That's what's so different about this. And then it's going to end up starting to predict what each step of the way is worth for you. So now we've gone from cultivate to we've had an appointment, and it's figuring it that's about worth 10% of the process right now because you haven't gone under, you haven't actively put the listing in the MLS, and you haven't gone under contract yet. So for each of the steps right now, it's going to give you 10%. Over time, though, it's going to figure out who you are. Maybe you're 100% on it, and every single time you get an appointment, every single time, and from that time you get an under contract, that's first step of the process, the appointment, it may be worth 50% for you. It's going to start to figure those things out based on you. So now I want you to go back into appointment, and I want you to take that listing, and I'm going to show you the other way to do it. If you couldn't drag and drop, that's okay. You can click on these 3 little dots right here, and then you click on View Details. Don't click on Archive Opportunity. And then you're going to click on the pencil right there. Then it's going to ask us what phase we're in over here. So now we can go ahead and say that we are active. And then it's going to give you a couple of options: active staging, active showing, active negotiations. So we're going to say actively showing. And then we'll go ahead and click Save down there. And we'll go back here. Oh, and by the way, you can select your listing if you've already made it active directly from the KWLS, and it'll pull all of the details and everything like that in there for you. And then we'll go back over here to opportunities so that you can see that it's changed on the side of the screen where it shows the commissions.
I'm sorry, I lost you somewhere.
Okay.
I'm in the,
Are you on appointment?
I am in appointment in the general information.
Okay. Did you click the pencil?
Right there, in the
Right
middle.
there. Right?
That pencil right there.
I was on the wrong side.
You're okay. Go ahead and click it. And then scroll down. Up a little bit further. A little further. Okay, now appointment, you're going to change it to active.
Okay.
There you go.
And then you said showing, and then go, or do you go back to
The two hands shaking.
the two handshakes?
Yes. So now you'll see that your probable income, what did it go up to? It went up to half. Yeah. So now your probable income is $4,500, right? Because you've got an active listing. What's that? Oh, okay.
Mine's more than half.
Yours is more than half?
So I actually didn't use 300,000. I used the estimate on my own house because I used my own name. But now I'm at 4410 of 6,300.
Okay. What status did you choose? Did you just choose active and showing or active negotiations?
Active and showing.
Okay. So it's thinking that you're a baller, man. Keep up the hard work. It will adjust itself over time to you over you.
I did go from meeting to appointment to actively showing in 0.1 days.
There you go. There you go. All right. So now under your probable income, it's got that there. It's still always going to show your potential income of $9,000, assuming you do all of those steps. The next thing you're going to do, we're going to go to, hey, we've gone from active, and now we're going to go to under contract, all right? So for this case right here, I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop it. Now it's going to show that we're under contract. And then when you're at under contract here, it's going to give you different options. So we can drag it through each step of the process. So we've gotten the escrow check. Now, how about inspections? So we can drag it over here from there to it's being inspected. All right, well now we're out of inspections and we're just waiting for the appraisal to come in. So we can drop it right there. Hey Greg, I used you an example the other day. You're on my screen right now. And then once the appraisal's done, we're just waiting on what? We're waiting on financing, right? And then once that's done, we can move it from financing to, hey, we finally got the clear to close. We can drag it over there. So each step of the process, and by the way, if you want to add additional steps of the process, you can add them. And it'll just change what it looks like on the screen a little bit. Maybe escrow is not important to you. Option is going to be more important. You can change it where it says escrow to option. That would make a lot more sense in the state of Texas.
Yeah, can you add more than those three
Like
blocks?
if we
Yeah.
have repairs,
Yeah,
like we can set it right there in repairs until it's.
correct. You can add additional features in here.
So how do you do that?
To add additional places,
How do you change the escrow to option? How do you?
you would go in. It's going to be under your settings. It'll be pretty self-explanatory when you get to it.
If you scroll up, Scott,
What's that?
if you scroll up at the very right-hand corner,
Yeah.
it says edit stages.
Oh yeah, there you go. You can do it there too. Edit stages.
So if I drug and dropped and it
And if you wanted to add a new stage, you just hit add new stage.
On the little stages up on the top, you're still in the previous stage, you gotta click on the next.
Okay. So now I want you to go ahead and click on wherever you ended up. Click on your name. Now you guys want to know where compliance is going to live, right? And where you're going to manage all of your documents. When you click on your opportunity's name, it's going to come up here with details. It's going to have the details about your transaction there. And then there's this button that says documents. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I didn't see under opportunities there, once it's under contract, where do you edit the list price to the under contract price?
Oh, that's, yeah, it's under here.
Did I miss it? Where, under where?
So you'll click on your name. It's going to pull up the general information tab.
My name as a client, on the
At,
client's name.
under the opportunity, the client's name.
Okay.
And then it's going to pull up that general information thing.
Okay.
And you'll click the pencil on the right.
Under seller worksheet?
Correct.
Okay.
you're going to go under, you'll change it to the under contract price for estimated listing price now. And you'll change the contract date. You'll put the contract date in. You'll put the close date in. You'll put the date that you got the agreement 1 on.
It's not giving me all of that.
No, mine either.
It's only giving me down to taxes, HOA.
That's on the seller.
That's
You need to
on the
put it
seller
under
worksheet.
general
You need to go to the one in the middle, this one, not the one on the far right.
Oh,
Under general.
General information.
okay.
Now it's there.
There you go.
So it's got the estimated listing price, but, so what you're saying is when he goes under contract,
You're going to change the estimated listing price to the contract price.
okay.
Yeah.
Will this still track your list price to sales price?
Yes, because right now I'm telling you to do it that way. On August 1st, when this documents tab is available, that's where you're going to put your contract price. That's where you're going to put all of the different documents in there. And it's going to track you over you. It's going to track your transactions over your transactions. It's going to track your list price to sales price. That it's all going to be right in there. Additionally, when you do an amendment, let's say that you had to adjust the sales price to make financing work or something like that. When you do an amendment and you click on the amendment form, you're going to fill out the amendment the way that you normally would. Only the difference is it's going to have a box that comes up and asks you what you're changing on the amendment, and then it's going to automatically fill in the amendment for you with those changes. That way it has the data in the system as well, so that you can so that it'll automatically update Ryan on what the new active, the new price for the contract is, so that it automatically adjusts your DA as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you have things that are closing in August, when does dot loop disappear?
Dot loop is not going to disappear. You won't be able to create any more loops in dot loop until September 15th. So you can use dot loop all the way up until, I wouldn't use it anything past September 1st.
Oh, okay.
If you know that it's going to be closing after September 15th, it would make sense to start using DocuSign now, because this is where the whole thing's going to live. The other benefit to doing this is you're going to have real data about yourself. So you get to compare yourself to yourself. I mean, that big example of the 90-day business, I mean, I would have loved to have known what my actual days were when I first started in the business, because I promise you, when I first got started, 90 days seemed like that would have been awesome if I got stuff under contract in 90 days for me when I first started. But the reality was I didn't have my first closing until 120 days. Yeah.
One last question. I agree, that's awesome. But is Mary going to be approving files still in dot loop and then everything forward after? You see what I'm saying? Do you
Yes.
have to get approval and switch everything over in command, or is she still able to push the file in dot loop that's there?
So September 15th,
September 15th.
she will no longer be able to approve anything in dot loop, because we as a market center lose access to dot loop on that day. And the reason why is we didn't want to sign a contract with dot loop because I gave them access to all of your data about all of the transactions that you've had. Dot loop is owned by who? Exactly. Would it make sense for us to give them all of that information? No. So we're not going to have access to dot loop after September 15th. You will have access to all of your files because we're not only backing them up to a hard drive here in the office so that if you need something, we have it. All of your documents are going to end up merging into commands. So those previous transactions that you've had that were in dot loop, they will be in here. You'll have access to see all of those files that you've had before. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, Greg.
When that tab goes live, is
Mhm.
that when DocuSign will go live?
Mm-mm.
Or am I?
Well, yes, DocuSign will go live when that tab goes live. So right now, what we've Ryan and Mary and Lauren will all be on a webinar again on Thursday this week. We're working on the back end to make sure that we have all of the documents in place that we need and all of the checklists in place that we need. And really, the system on your side of things for compliance and turning in your documents, it's not going to look a whole lot different than what .loop was, because you've been used to .loop for so many years. We didn't want to make the whole thing completely different. So you're going to have a lot of the drag and drop functionality that you had in .loop. You're going to be able to upload documents in similar ways that you did in .loop. It's going to pull things through the MLS like it did in .loop. So we've really mimicked the benefits that .loop had and enhanced it with other things. Yeah, Pat.
If we're playing with this now, does this all get cleared off at some time when we go for real? Or?
You can, anytime that you want to delete something off of here, there's this little button over here called Lost Opportunity. You just hit that button and it'll completely take that out.
So, but I mean, we can put real stuff in here now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would encourage you to.
So, if we're playing, we may need to make sure we...
Yeah, just take the stuff that you're playing with out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't need to play with it.
Yeah, play with it as much as you possibly can, because you're going to learn by doing that. Just like in .loop, one of the things that we encourage everyone to do is create a sample loop. I still have a sample loop that I have in .loop, and I use it to just go in there, grab documents that I need, and print them off real quick. That way Mary doesn't get all confused by me recreating a new loop for one form that I need. So yeah. Lee, do you have a question? No. Any other questions about this so far? Yeah, Greg.
Just to clarify.
I'll get to you in 1 second, sorry.
The things that we send now from .loop for signatures by clients will come out of that tab.
It's going to come directly to them from DocuSign. Okay. Yeah, so you'll have everyone has a free full DocuSign account that you'll get access to, I believe it's August 1st is when you can start using that. And there'll be an email that comes out to you that says, hey, go to this link, create your DocuSign account, and then you're going to merge your DocuSign account with Command. And that'll be a really easy thing to do. You'll do it through settings. You know how we created that MailJet thing earlier, and we merged that with your email? You're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to add DocuSign, and you're going to put in your contact information for there. And then it's just going to merge your DocuSign account directly into Command. So anytime you add a document, it'll just automatically pull it into that Documents tab for that opportunity you've created. So instead of talking about loops, we're talking about opportunities now. It's really the same thing. Wait, no, hold on. Amy.
In the very beginning, you said something about not putting old data in.
Yeah, so when I say not putting old data in, don't go and create opportunities for things that have already closed. And the reason why is because you know how this morning or today we went through putting in a contact and then going from cultivate to appointment to active to under contract. If you were to go back and put in all of those things, it would immediately skew your data, and it would show you that your average time from the time you and I start having that conversation to the time we went under contract is 0.1 days. And we don't want that for you, because we want you to actually have the ability to see what your business really looks like. So if your data will be in there, you'll be able to access it at any time, but I wouldn't go and create opportunities for people that have already closed, because your data won't make the most sense.
So when you say our data will already be in there, so past sales will somehow be populated into this so we can track?
Past closings will be populated into that. It's not going to track like the amount of time that it took for...
The closing itself will be.
Correct. The closing will be on there, yes. Yeah. And if you're part of a team, your Rainmaker will have access to your transactions as well, and then you'll still be able to track yourself within your team as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Stephanie and then Nancy.
When you were talking about the lost opportunity, if we're just playing around with it right now, is that going to skew our numbers too by doing a lost opportunity? Because that'll show you've got these opportunities going, then you choose to do one as a lost opportunity, so is that going to count against you on your numbers?
It's slightly,
Okay.
but it's so new that, you got to start somewhere with learning it. I would rather you go and do the thing and create a lost opportunity than put in the stuff that's already closed.
Okay.
Just because I think it's going to make more sense.
You're only really doing it with one anyway, just to
Yeah.
just to play with it, right?
Yeah. Nancy.
I've been using DocuSign for 14 years, so do I call them and cancel that effective August 1st?
There will be information that comes out about people who already have DocuSign accounts. They're working on a way to allow people who already have a DocuSign account to merge it and basically kind of just have a credit with them. Although that's not completely official on if they were able to negotiate that out yet. It may be that you just have to create your new account. It makes more sense though to do it the other way.
It would be the same emails.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you won't have to pay for it anymore. I know that for sure. The logistics on how it's going to happen, still working on it. Yeah.
This might get us out of sync, but I was just wondering, is there a way to bring your contacts that you presently have on KW, your list of contacts, imported in?
Yes, that would be something we can talk about one-on-one and show you how to do that. Yeah, because if they're in eEdge, it's just a spreadsheet you download and then copy and paste the columns and then upload it. Russ?
On the lost opportunity versus archive,
Mm-hmm.
why would we not just archive our fake people?
You know what? That would make more sense to do. I used the wrong term earlier. Archive the fake people because that's not going to count against you. Lost opportunity is going to be like, man, I just dropped the ball and realized for me, it was the Post-it notes that I had on the wall. And then one day I realized that there was $48,000 in commissions up on that wall that I lost. So those would be lost opportunities because I screwed up and didn't follow through. Archived would be like, oh man, I screwed up and I put Joe Schmo in there 2 times as an opportunity.
Can you show us where to find those archived ones and delete them?
Yeah. The archived contacts?
Didn't you say we have to archive first and then?
Yes. Okay. So if you have somebody in your contacts that you want to delete, yeah, COM3. I'm not sure who that is. So all I have to do is go over to, actually it's up here. So I've clicked that one and then I go down here to archive. Once I click that, it's going to say, are you sure you'd like to archive the following contacts? Yes, archive. It's going to say archiving. And then to get rid of it officially, I go up here to settings. And then command settings, database, contact archive. Now you're going to see it there. And then I can click on the ones that I want to, or if everyone's in there, I can click the top button and it'll choose everyone. And then I can delete selected permanently. And then it's going to come up with a dummy thing that says, are you sure you want to permanently delete this person? Then you press OK. So if you go through your database and realize that you have multiple people who are like duplicates, that would be a good way to do it. Archive the ones that are duplicates first. Make sure that they really are duplicates, and make sure that all of the information is in one place, not 3 different places before you archive them.
If you accidentally archive somebody, can you restore?
Yeah, yeah. If it's oh crap, then you can restore it, and they'll go right back to your database. All right. Any questions about that? Yeah. Yeah.
Is it possible to filter and find duplicates? Can you give it a command to find duplicate records?
The best thing to do for duplicates right now, there's not a way specifically to do it in command yet. However, if you do it through Google, you can. And the way that you're going to do it through Google is under PySync. You would go into your show details, and then you'd connect that app. Then you would go to contacts.google.com. And you'd log in. Next. Then it's going to ask me for 10. Yes, this is me. Then right here, once you've done that, you can click on this duplicates button over here. And it's going to show me all of my duplicates that I have in my database right now. And this would be the best thing to do before you upload it into command would be to do this step here so that it merges all of those contacts for you in your Google. And you can merge all of them at one time by simply clicking Merge All. So I had 27 contacts that had duplicate information in 2 different places. Now it's gone from me having 467 contacts to 440 because some of those people were in there multiple times. And then if you connect if you do that step in there in Command to connect your Google account, it's going to only put in those individual contacts. So if you want to upload your database first to Google to make sure that you don't have duplicates, that's a really good way to do it. Yeah.
How many times have you been shown this? Like once, and how do you remember all this?
I play with it every single day.
Oh, you do?
I have a time block in my calendar to just go in here 15 minutes a day and do something in Command. Because it's important to. This is really revolutionizing the way that our entire industry is done by having a completely seamless end-to-end platform. I say seamless, a completely one-day seamless end-to-end platform. In the team meeting this morning, I showed the thing up there that said labs, and it had a thing with a bunch of guinea pigs on it. We're guinea pigs. This is a product that is being tested by us for us and will never be fully completed because there's always going to be something more that we want it to do, right? What they've done is they've gone out there and looked at every single major client management system and taken the best of every single one of them and put it into one system. I mean, there's things in here that I don't even know about yet, and I probably won't know about them yet because 15 minutes a day is a very small amount of time for me to focus on it. Yet, me in my position, what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to use this for everything that I do because those notifications that I want about, hey, every quarter you should be calling these people, you better believe that I'm going to maintain my database so that I can keep sending out referrals. And on top of that, maintain my database of agents who we want to be in business with so that we can continue to grow our market center through this one thing right here. I've added every single agent in the Williamson County area to my neighborhood smart plan so that they can see every single month the technology that they don't have with the company that they're at. I mean, it just made sense to me. So, yeah.
Speaking of management systems and all, any updates on
Buffini?
Buffini Referral Maker?
They're close. So if how many of you guys use Referral Maker by Buffini? Okay, so there's a couple of you in here that use it. That's one that probably in the next 2 months or so should have a connection into Command, meaning that when you change something in Referral Maker, it'll also update it in Command. When you change something in Command, it's also going to update it in Referral Maker.
You can still use it.
Yeah,
It's all connected.
absolutely. And that's one of the things that KW was kind of happy about when they created it is if you're using something that's working well for you, they don't want you to just drop it. Keep using it if it's working well for you and know that over time you're probably going to want to transition solely into Command, and we don't want you to just drop everything in a hot second to do it because you're used to what you're doing. And that way, when you start updating stuff in that other system, it automatically updates it in Command for you. So it's like a two-way street that's constantly going. When you change it one place, it's going to change it the other place too. Any other questions about that? Lee, are you yawning or you have a question? Okay, perfect. All right, so now I want to go into Sketchhouse. I mentioned it earlier, and we're gonna show you what it can do right now. So Sketchhouse is this button over here on the left side of your screen. It looks like a square and it's got a little pencil in it. Or if you go home to your main screen, it's going to look like, it's just going to say Sketchhouse on it. It's going to be on the right side or bottom, depending on how big your screen is. Can everyone find Sketchhouse? Okay, go ahead and click on it. And I'm going to show you one of the things that we get so many questions about when people become KW agents or they just want to have it on their email. How many of you guys have an email signature? Awesome. Okay. So you can create email signatures in Command really easily. When you go in here, you're just going to hit this plus button
Where are you?
in Sketchhouse.
I know, I got mine to the plus button, couldn't find that.
There's no plus button on the bottom right side.
There, okay, well, can see.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you exactly where it was on the screen. So you'll click that plus button. And then you get the choices of email, landing, social, or print. I want you to click on social. And then click create template. Oh.
I don't know how my listing presentation got in there. I don't.
What did you say, click on social?
Yes. I did too, and then I just re-logged in. So it looks like this. Okay, and then go down to Business Basics. It's going to be on the bottom left side of the screen. And then you'll see that there's an email template there. Click on Use Template. Then play the Jeopardy music. There you go. I like it. What'd you say? Yeah, that's exactly what. It's exactly what we were going for. How cute. All right, so now this guy right here obviously isn't me, right? So we're going to click on him, hit delete, and then I'm over here on the left side of the screen. If you're not on your screen already, you can just click Add to Library and pull in your headshot and do it that way. Let's assume that I've already done that. And then I can just drag my photo right there, drop it, and then DBA name. I obviously don't want it to just say DBA name. So we're going to delete that. And then go over here to logos. I've already uploaded the KW Georgetown one. If you need to know where those logos are, we can talk about that too. You can make it as big or as little as you want to.
Where do you get the KW Georgetown logo?
You can go to kwconnect.com, and then there's a marketing tab up at the top. Click on the marketing tab, and then there's a button that says logos and graphics, and you just type in Georgetown or the number 986, and you can download those logos from there. And then you just customize it however you want. You click, once you're done, you click download. You choose what file you want. Do you want a JPEG, PNG, or do you want a PDF? You click Start Download. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the KW logo.
It's on kwconnect.com. Here, I'll show you guys how to get to that. And if you're having trouble keeping up today, keep in mind, every single Monday morning from 9:30 to 10:30, we have classes like this going on.
What did you click on there?
All right, so you're going to go to, let's see, resources, and then marketing. And then the first thing is logos and branding. And then right here, down toward the middle, you'll just type in 986, and it's going to show you Georgetown. And you can just click download. And then all of your logos will be downloaded for you. It's going to take it a minute to do it.
I hate to tell you to do that again.
I'll do it again. So on KW Connect, are you all on KW Connect? Go down to,
Open a separate window for that?
yeah, just open another tab. Go to Resources up at the top. And then scroll down to Marketing. Once you're at Marketing, the first thing that's the option on there is Logos and Branding. You'll click on that. And then you'll just scroll down to where it says KW Premier Properties, Keller Williams, but right below that there's a search tab, and you'll just type in 986 or Georgetown, either one of those. Just make sure you don't download St. George. Different place. The other one's in Utah.
Is there a way, since the banner is red and like our logo doesn't show up with it, you can't see the Keller Williams part of it or anything, so
Mhm.
but if I click on this and delete it, deletes all of that, so.
Yeah, you can go to hit that
Ah.
button.
Yeah, you can change the color. Yeah. Actually, to go back, I'm sorry. You're going to want to use the black and white one and use the all white logo in the PNG format.
Don't know how to get it on the card.
That's the black and gray.
Great.
It's white and gray.
What was the number, Scott?
There's the white one. 986.
Okay, Scott, I have it here, but then how do I get it there?
Okay, so now what we're going to do is, where are the logos that you downloaded? We don't want that one. We want
Okay,
the
then
black and white. Where are they? Downloads?
Yeah, it's on my desktop, over there. Black and white?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a color person.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to see it on here.
Okay.
So we're going to drag that one to your desktop for a second. And then we're going to go over here to logos. Click add to library. Click plus. Desktop.
Okay, now where do we go?
Open.
Then you choose.
Then it'll load. You're welcome. And then exit. And we're going to click on your DBA right there.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, for that, I just write it.
Yep.
So once you
There
get
you
to
go.
like this screen,
Mm-hmm.
then what do you do? This is the logo.
So we're going to close it real quick. And then we're going to go back into command. Where is command?
I may have gotten out of that one.
Oh, there we go. So click on logos,
Oh.
upload. Then where did you just downloads?
I didn't download it. You said we're gonna do this.
Oh, you didn't download it?
No, you said we're gonna do this.
Okay, so, oh no, you downloaded it. It's right here.
Oh.
Then black and white. Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so where is that on your computer?
I just brought them here. I don't.
It's under this PC. So here's what we're going to do. Minimize that real quick. We're just going to pull this onto your desktop for a second. I think that's it. Wait, no, it's not there. I'm going to sit down. Oh, hold on. Let me get it for you. Oh, that's EPS. No wonder. We want the PNG one. There it is. Okay. And then we'll go here. Upload. There we go.
How do you get it from your desktop to there?
Click Add to Library. Click Logos. And then scroll down a little bit on there. Down a little further. Hit plus. And then choose the.
On everything, on our logo.
There you go. Yep.
On your email, everything.
There you go.
I'm
You got
just
it.
curious, because, yeah,
You technically only have to put the Keller Williams logo.
But I can't find the ones that have Keller Williams Realty.
Oh, it's down here.
Because all I'm finding, but
Right there. So on that page where where you downloaded the Georgetown logo just now? Got it. So you go to, if you ever want to just use the KW logo, the Keller Williams one instead of the Keller Williams Georgetown one, you go to Resources, you go to Marketing, and then Logos and Branding. And then you're just going to scroll down a little bit far. Remember, you have to have Realty on it. So the Realty logos are right here.
oh, I just didn't go far enough.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you only have to, if you want to use KW Georgetown, awesome, you can. If you want to use Keller Williams Realty, you're totally okay to do that too. Yeah, Russ.
How do you edit the text?
Edit the text. Double click. And then just scroll over like that and delete it. Like what? You want to add your Russ Phillips team logo?
Yeah, so I imported it into here.
Okay, so actually you don't want to import it under pictures, you want to import it under logos. And now add it. And click plus. When did you start using a Mac?
Last week.
Okay. All right, and then click exit.
Why is it fuzzy?
It won't be in a second. Do you have the PNG format of it?
We should have everything. This is the JPEG.
Okay.
The link for this app thing already.
You can delete it if you want to.
Nah.
You want to put it on there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Russ asked a great question. Where do you get the link for your app? Let me show you where you get the link for your app. So you're going to go to mykw.kw.com. And then up here under technology, for technology, you're going to go down to mobile app resources. You'll click that. Then you'll scroll down to the bottom where you see this screen here. Everyone on this screen? Yep. Okay, and then you click right there, view your mobile download web address.
And what is this for?
For that, you know, the little link down at the bottom where it says your mobile app. This is the link right here. So the link is going to be the first one there. If for some reason you don't have a link, there's a little bar right here where you're going to choose. Just make sure you choose Georgetown. And then the app link that it's looking for is this right here. So it's the app.kw.com/ mine is KW2TC1YE8.
Do we need the HTTP?
You do not need the HTTP.
Let's start at that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna show you. I found mine this way. When you share it, it pulls it up right here on your.
Oh, yeah, you can, if you hit the share button through your app as well, through your app that you have on your phone already, and you click it, it'll pull up your link as well by simply hitting the share button and texting it to yourself.
Scott, look, those Keller Williams Georgetown logo is pretty, and that one's got that white background on it.
Okay, so you need to do the PNG one instead.
Okay.
So that's the only thing
Over
that's
here.
different. Well, did you download it?
No. I don't know which one.
Got it. Okay, so,
Those are all ugly. Well, they are.
well, it's the generic logo. So,
Well, I don't like it. I'll just use Georgetown, I guess.
well, here. What do you want? Do you want the white?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's in here.
I want the white
Yeah, okay, perfect. So,
without that
grayscale.
box around it. So you're saying the PNG won't have the
Correct.
box?
PNG will never have a box.
Really?
Hmm?
I did not know that.
So which one do you download? Cause like I said, the one color black solid or the grayscale?
One color, the grayscale one is probably going to look a little bit better. Where are your downloads? There we go.
I always put it on my desktop.
Yeah, that sounds like the easier thing to do. Oh, that's the black one. I'm going to turn this around for a second. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's not working.
Watch your language. Just kidding.
I don't know what I would usually say.
There we go.
Mine's straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. Are you hot, or am I having big flash?
No, I'm never hot.
Never hot.
Those are fantastic pictures.
No, my husband was actually working on this for us. This is actually 70th and rainy. I did a tour on a Friday night. I made friends with a security guard. I brought him a drink and he let me open up some lock boxes and take some pictures.
Really? That's awesome.
It was really fun. It's gorgeous. This new high rise. Oh my god. It made me want to move downtown, and then I was like, what am I gonna do with my dog?
Yeah.
It's my baby. I was pricing dog walkers, seeing how much equity I had in my house. The views are amazing.
There you go.
Really?
This is you.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, we're going to take a 5-minute break and let your brain relax for a minute. I know this has been a lot to take in. So go ahead and take a 5-minute break and then come back in here at 2:46 or 2:47 now. Yeah, they included the DBA and the download button as one thing. So there's not a way to do it. Without losing it.
Once we add our web link there for the app,
Mm-hmm.
is there a way to make that hot?
No, because in an image, well, yes and no. The only way to do it in your email would be to make that entire graphic a link. You can't do it through this way unless you did it as like a PDF.
So what's the link there for then, if it's not live?
So that people can just go to kw.com/your app code, and when they go to that, it would automatically take them to the download page. I think there's an easier way to do it truthfully. You can include your, if you include your QR code on there, most people don't realize it now, but if you have a QR code, any Android or iPhone, you just have to open up the camera. Then as soon as you pull up the QR code, it's going to automatically prompt you to open that link.
So it would be better to have the QR code there.
It would probably make more sense to do the QR code. Yeah. And you see, as soon as I did that, it came up with my app, with my picture and everything. And it prompts you to just go ahead and download the app.
So you're telling me right now, because I was having a hard time getting the link in the little space,
Mhm.
so how do you get the QR code there?
You can just drag it or click Save Image As, and then upload the image as like a logo or something like that, and then you could drag it right onto there.
I think you covered it with one of these other boxes, so try and pull the link to the right.
So we're going to go ahead and go on to a couple of other things inside of Sketchhouse. This is something that on Monday morning this next week, if you want to come and work on some of like your email banner and some of the other things that we're going to talk about, that would be a great time to come and do some more one-on-one, hands-on type things. I want to make sure we get through some of the major things that I wanted to talk about in here today. So you're going to go back to agent.kw.com. And go back down to Sketchhouse. And when you're there, click the plus button again.
Hold it, say it, that again, please.
How do we get back there?
Okay, go to agent.kw.com. Click on Sketchhouse.
Oh, so you can't just go back while you're in editor?
No. And then you'll click the plus button down on the bottom right. And then you'll click on Social. And then click Create Template.
Whatever I saved disappeared.
What did you save?
Oh, there's a save button.
It should be, whatever you save should be in under your templates on the previous page from this one. So right here. See, mine showed up right there. Is yours in on this under my templates? Well, yeah, it's going to show the guy, but when you click it, the guy will be gone, and it'll show you.
It's not showing me anything.
Let's see.
Maybe I need to be out of here, but I was clicking
Wait,
save.
did you click done?
No.
and then it'll be right there.
What, how come I have two?
Maybe you saved it twice accidentally. Who knows? There you go.
Even if we hit save up on that for
I went to,
I had my name.
Click done.
Oh, you have to do done first. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
And it's right there. It's not going to show it there, but it's there. Okay. So we're going back to here. Everyone's here? Okay, so let's say that you wanted to do a open house. Now, you can create different templates for a bunch of different things. You can create one for Instagram. You can create one for Instagram stories, LinkedIn, Twitter. If you wanted to create door hangers, you could. If you wanted to do postcards, you could. If you wanted to do letters, you could. For right now, we're going to go ahead and do Facebook. So you'll just choose one of those templates, click Use Template. Any one you want. Yeah. I clicked on Just Listed under on the left side. Oh, actually here, hit the plus button first. Click Social. Click Create Template. Go to agent.kw.com. And then click Open House, sorry. And then go to Sketch House.
I see. Anything we want. Open house.
Yeah, I'm on Open House right now on the screen. Any template that you want is fine. And then right here you can choose the Join Us On portion, and you just edit it however you want. So let's say that we're going to have it August 1st from 12 to 3. And then the street name. What's that? Who is that?
I went to agent.kw.com. I closed everything out and
Okay.
restarted. And it brings me to this page.
Yeah, click plus.
I did. And then it does this and it won't let
And click
me.
Social.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay.
And then Create Template.
No, we're stuck too.
So click plus first.
Oh, okay.
And then Social.
Oh.
And then Create Template.
So user error.
And then if you can customize the picture at the back as well. So if you have a picture of the home that you want to hold, you can change the background to the picture of the home that you're holding open.
Okay.
So let's say you can send it out in an email. This right now is it's perfect for a Facebook post. So the parameters for this one would be great for using that image to upload to Facebook, saying information about your open house. So let's say I'm going to type in Georgetown luxury home, and I'm going to steal an image. I don't think this is Georgetown, Texas. There we go, Georgetown, Texas luxury home. Let's see, let's find a good one. That one looks nice. What do you think? All right, so I'm just going to save image as my desktop, because that's a great place to store things. Actually, I'll save it in downloads. Save. All right, now images, I can add to library. Hit the plus button. There we go. Hmm? It's a lot to take in all at one time. Yet, I promise you, if you just spend 15 minutes a day.
The digital thing, you change all the pictures around, so like that's a little tough.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to figure out where you're supposed to be in text to put things in, erase things.
Yeah.
But I'll get that right. Why was it at the very beginning? Why was it? I couldn't figure out my Facebook link. So, what is it I'm supposed to do on Facebook on my contact?
What does it do?
My copy. Why are we using the personal Facebook instead of my business one?
Because you want to have real information about your clients. So, and then, there we go. Oh, hold on. Let's try one more time.
We can use our personal to market? I thought we had to go from our business to our personal.
You're not marketing to them, though. You're only looking at their contact information.
We had to erase that
Oh.
to get the image to go in there.
Mm.
Didn't have to delete that image. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
I had that house listed on.
Did you really?
That might be on the picture.
It probably is. What street is it on?
Paloma Point.
Yep. 107 Paloma Point. Let's see where it pulled it from.
Yeah, Murray, that's Dave Murray's site. That, I think they went through 5 listing agents.
This is from 2015.
Sounds right. Took forever to sell.
I
Crazy.
showed it one time, it flooded, didn't it?
No, it had an upside down floor plan and a lot of steps.
When I showed it, it had flooded.
So then what we can do after we've finished that is we can click the download button up here on the top right. I always go with high for the quality. And then click start download.
Where's it downloading to?
It's gonna right now it's just gonna download it to my downloads. And then I could go and open up Facebook over here.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we use.
You can use Canva for a lot of things like this too, yeah. You learned Canva? Yeah.
I have a question. Is everything
Yeah.
in Sketchhouse fully operable? Every single thing?
Yeah.
That makes sense about your Michael Lewis survey. This is easier.
Exactly.
Last time I peeked in there, you couldn't change the layouts of property flyers.
Yeah, no, you can change stuff all in it now. So then I'm gonna go ahead and just upload this picture to our office page so that you can see what I've done, because I don't want to share it with the whole world today. Because because obviously that'd be false advertisement because that is not 2422 Brook Hollow.
Not at all.
Then we hit post. Boom. There you go. Now you've got the information right there about this open house that we're having. When anyone clicks it, they see it. Nice big bold print. Open house 2422 Brook Hollow, August 1st from 12 to 3. Yeah. This is not the house that I thought it was. Yes, it is definitely not. All right, so what I'd like to do now is open it up for general questions that any of you guys have about some of the stuff that we've covered today.
How to get to the right templates that you just got to.
Okay.
From the dashboard.
So we go to agent.kw.com first, right?
Oh, we do?
Well, that's
Yeah, okay.
that's going to take us here. Then we click on Sketch House. And once you've done that, then there's this button right here that says plus, that plus button on the bottom right. Bottom right side of the screen. You see the plus? Okay, you click the plus. And then there's the social, or there's email, landing page, social, or print. To get to what we were just doing, you're going to choose social and then create template. And then all of the different options that you have there, you have Mega Camp, you have awards and announcements, you have you won't have leadership. You have holiday greetings. So when you go to holiday greetings right now, there's just the general summertime one, and then there's the 4th of July lab one. All of the holidays will be uploaded in here, so you can create neat graphics for saying Happy 4th of July or Merry Christmas or Happy Kwanzaa or whatever it is. Every single holiday you could think of is going to be part of this. And then there's also an Instagram portion. And the difference between Instagram and Facebook is it's going to be it's going to be a square so that all of the information that you're putting in there fits in one place. So it's already done the hard work for you of making sure that it's going to look good when you post it. All right, did that answer your question, Nancy?
Yes.
Good. What other questions do you have? Yeah.
The neighborhood landing page, how did you make that a social media post?
Perfect. So to go to your, I'm going to go from the very beginning again, just so I show you exactly how to get to it. Agent.kw.com. Then you're going to choose Sketch House once again. Then that plus button, get familiar with that plus button. You're going to be clicking the plus button a lot. So go ahead and click the plus button, and then click that landing page button right there. And once you have landing page, you'll click Create Template. And then over on the right side of the screen, there's Layout, Content, and Widgets. You're going to click Widgets. And then you're simply going to drag your agent branding over here to the top. It's drag and drop. I'm obviously not Katie Bauer. It'll change that automatically for us though.
Wait, what are you dragging and dropping?
The widgets. Right, first I did the agent branding.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do Market Snap. We're going to drop that right there. And then the other thing that we're going to do over here is the lead form. We're going to drop that there. So now it's got all of these things on there. So who I am, the neighborhood, whatever neighborhood we choose, and then interested, let's talk. What we're going to do after that, we're going to click the Customize Landing Page button. up at the top right. Don't click publish page yet, because we got a couple things we got to fix first. Cue your Jeopardy music again, because it's going to take it a second.
Left over under all the cease and desist from posting something to this page.
I would be blown away if you didn't. If they do, then they need to send a cease and desist to Nextdoor for utilizing the name Terra Vista for the name of their neighborhood. And then you could just respond to them and say, by the way, he doesn't even live there anymore. If it takes too long, just hit the refresh button. Boom, there we go. When in doubt, refresh. So you see, it already added my information up there at the top under the agent branding. If there's anything that I want to change, I can. For instance, I don't like the KW Georgetown logo that's on there, and I want to change it to the white one because I think it looks better. If yours didn't come up automatically, we'll get together and fix that for you. So I want to go to 986.
And you're getting those logo changes and stuff like that from where you got them before?
Correct. There we go. Open. Now it's going to change it there for me. And then to save it, you hit the little refresh button where it says apply changes right there on the top right. You'll click that. Then it's going to tell you your office phone number must be at least 11 characters. I'm not sure why it does this. Just take out the spaces for right now, and it'll fix it. And then click the refresh button. There we go. It still puts it there the right way. Now I've got the logo that I want. So we'll go down here to, actually we'll go to the next part on that arrow, click over, and now header text. So what neighborhood do I want? I'm going to call this Santa Rita Ranch Market Snap, or Market Update. And then postal code 78642. And then once you do that, it'll allow you to choose the neighborhood.
There's a lot of neighborhoods not showing up in the list.
You can adjust it. Let me get to how you'll do that. All right, I'm changing it to Sun City for the sake of it not working right this second. So Sun City Market Update. And then hit refresh so it applies the changes. There you go. Now it's got Sun City on there. And then you go to the next part, the header text. You can change it to anything you want to. You could make it interested, let's talk. Or you could say find out more. And then you go like that. Save it. And then name your landing pages. Then click, once you're done with that, once you've done all of that stuff there, You've given them a place to put their name, their first name, last name, email address, phone number, and any notes that they have. Once you click the publish page button, it's going to say, are you sure you want to publish this page? Click yes, publish it. It's going to say your landing page was created, and now it's going to take me to that link where all of those landing pages are created. So this is a way for you to get leads and things like that coming into you based around communities. So I can go in now with that thing that I've just created. I can go into Facebook. And I can paste that link right here. Control V. Obviously, don't call it Sun City landing page. Call it something else that lets the public know it's not just a landing page, like market statistics in Sun City, or what'd you say?
Sun City moving fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that. So then you just click share. And now, because it's taken it a little bit, it's going to pop up with this lady who's not me. But Crystal, if you'll do me a favor, go to my Facebook page, click on that link and put your contact information in at the bottom. I want to show you guys what happens.
You're still needing to
Yeah, it's okay.
Did you say to save it as a draft?
You can save it as a draft if you're not finished with it yet. Yeah.
But if you are, you can put in the publish page and we all know it won't let you.
Let me know when you're done, Crystal.
Carmen, I'm not a robot, and it's sending.
Perfect. Okay, so you saw that that thing at the bottom where it was able to collect information, right? Yes. Okay. So now I'm gonna log into agent.kw.com, and I'm going to go up here to this button right here where it says contacts or leads or everyone. I'm going to click on leads. Now Crystal Washington just showed up as a lead because she filled out that form. So now it's automatically added Crystal directly to my database as a lead. I can move her from lead to the regular part of my database at any point in time that I want to. The other thing that I want to show you is there's a button on here called landing pages. And when you click on that, it's going to show you all the landing pages that you've gotten. So right here, that landing page right there, it's going to show me that I got 3 leads from it right now. It only really gave me 1. For some reason right now it's multiplying it by 3. That's just a fluke in the system.
Or actually,
Crystal's
maybe
not
those are
good.
the pages I'm attached to.
It could be. It could be pages that you're attached to, yeah. So it's going to show you leads that you've created from any landing pages that you've created in Command. That's the best way to do it if you're going to go out and if you're going to go and send information out, because the benefit to doing it that way is if somebody just copies their individual link that you have for them, it doesn't have on the bottom interested, find out more. So there's no way for you to actually capture their information. When you create these pages here, you're specifically looking for people who are interested in finding out more information. Yeah.
No, I was just having like an epiphany. So, like I would put this on my
Community.
iPad, and
Yeah.
then when I'm doing like
You have them sign it on.
have
Yep.
open house, have them sign in. Every
Yep.
person goes right in my database.
And then, because then what you can do, if you were going, I love that, because what you can do is you could create a landing page specific to every open house that you're having, and then you know exactly where all of your leads are coming from. And your landing page could have that market snap on there, or you could create a landing page just for that open house. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What other questions do you have?
When I try to publish mine, it says all fields must be filled out.
Okay. Then it's probably a phone number issue. And let's go back here.
And I
Oh,
want to change that,
there we
but
go.
I don't
It
wanna
didn't
do
have
that.
it didn't have Sun City selected. I don't believe. There we go. Let's go back here. Refresh. Let's go back one more. Refresh. Oh, there we go.
Oh, do that thingy. Okay. I can do that.
I want to stay over here and make sure that it does it right so that we're crossing all of our I's and dotting our T's.
And when you click publish, where is it going to publish?
It's going to publish it to, DBA logo is required. Where did you, those logos that you downloaded earlier, is it on your desktop?
Yeah, not the whole thing, just that one.
That's fine.
And I don't like it, but.
For the sake of
Mhm,
getting it
that's
done,
fine.
we'll go ahead and do that. Now you can publish your page. Yes,
Do I
publish
need the broker number on there?
You don't have to have it on there.
Okay,
There you go.
so it's only publishing it to here.
To here right now.
Okay.
You'd have to share it out from there
Okay.
for the public to really see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there any way to change that widget
To change the widget,
like this? You can't change that? There has to be a way to change that.
yeah, it would. I mean, if I give it 30 minutes, it's going to start popping up with my face.
But there's nothing that you can't like create like on the.
You can edit it on Facebook and change the picture to whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
So, to caveat what you said, if you'd have waited 30 minutes, so you're saying that normally you would wait 30 minutes before you make the page active somewhere?
Or when you go onto Facebook, when you upload that link, you can change the images that are associated with the link.
Okay.
Yeah. Lee.
We just can't figure out how to move the map. We're just trying to figure, all of it out. And we went,
Did you already go out of it?
I'm going back to it so I can get it. But so we were changing all this stuff up, but I can't seem to change the map at all.
Okay, so you're going to go to MarketSnap. What the heck?
Go back one more time. Maybe I've done something to it.
Oh, okay, hold on. You got to go into Sketchhouse. You're in landing pages.
Oh.
So, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, you're right.
Yeah, because that's our open house page.
Where are we down? Where's the landing pages? How do I scroll?
No, stop.
Scroll where? Up and down? These things?
We should just be able to do it that way.
That's all there is.
So we want to scroll on this side.
Oh, okay.
To your landing pages.
Which icon is it?
None of those.
No.
Let me see. We're just going to go home.
Try this again.
There we go. Landing pages.
Okay.
And that's where I went.
But you had to create a landing page first.
Oh, you haven't created a landing page?
That's what I think we have, yeah.
Okay, then you go to...
We did. Go over to create. We created it. Finally.
No, we didn't. I was trying to tell you that we had to go do something on MarketSnap.
I created our open house landing page. That's where we were. Told you
Yeah.
we did.
Okay. I want to help you to create it a different way.
Okay.
So go through Sketchhouse, click plus,
Okay.
do landing page,
Okay.
create template, and then widgets.
That's what we needed to do right there.
There.
Yeah.
And then MarketSnap.
Right.
And then lead form.
Yep.
But of course we want the lead form to go down below the other one. So we're going to delete that.
It did it again.
Well, here. We'll just do it this way.
Now at least forget all that.
make your screen a little bit smaller if I can.
It had to do with the plus sign. Command plus. Command minus, or whatever you want, yeah. There you go. Now bring it in below it. There you go. It should bring it to the bottom that time. Yeah,
There we go. Okay, and then you're going to customize your landing page.
Okay. What did you push to do that, get there?
Customize landing page.
Okay.
Was this helpful?
Yes.
Yes. To what?